I love my plants. I've always sort of imagined having a little greenhouse garden that I could kind of sit in and just kind of pass away some hours. And I also have a passion for glass. I have no idea why. It's just beautiful. I go to a lot of art festivals and galleries, and I just look around. And every once in a while, you know, I get a piece or I get something for Christmas. They sort of know what I like by now. Also, I have a CD collection that I really enjoy, and I go to concerts a lot during the summertime, particularly. Music is a real important part of my life, and I'm also a film fanatic. I go to movies as much as I can, and I like everything from, you know, your artsy stuff to your trashy stuff. So, and that's what I do mostly. And I love to go to restaurants. I love to experience different foods, and I drag my helpers all around town. I expand their horizons and places they've never been to, unless it was for me to drag them. And I've had no complaints so far. And to sum all this up, I usually say, and it's true, I'm a simple person. I have simple needs, but I just happen to have a whole lot of them. Thank you for listening to me, and consider me for your wonderful program.
Goodbye, ABC. Thanks for coming to our home.
The polio virus, once known as infantile paralysis and now rare in this country, attacked the nerves and muscles of its victims, mostly children. Those who survived are now middle-aged and older, and like Susan Ambrecht, the legacy of a disease almost forgotten.
Since there aren't the mass epidemics anymore, people have a tendency to sort of, which is understandable, to sort of think that, well, it's all over now, that, you know. And they forget that there are these other people who have had them for 30 years and who are continuing to live lives that do need support.
Susan Ambrecht is paralyzed from the neck down. She was stricken by polio more than 30 years ago, and since then has spent every night of her life in an iron lung, which helps her breathe. She goes nowhere without care from a full-time attendant.
Dateline, April 12, 1955. This was the face of a killer, more deadly than any FBI public enemy. Here, magnified 77,000 times, was the dreaded crippler, the scourge of mankind for centuries, the death-dealing virus of polio.
The terror of polio seems for many so long ago. Those anxious, fearful days in the late 40s and early 50s. Too many children and young adults would die before doctors Jonas Salk and Albert Sabin developed vaccines, which led to mass inoculations and a preventative cure. But the Salk and Sabin vaccines came a few years too late for Susan Ambrecht.
Jenny. Oh, Susan! How are you?
I don't sit up like everybody else or stand up. So there's an adjustment that has to be made through the years, and it's been hard. But my attitude is, you know, I'm just a normal person who happens to be laying down. And that's what I, you know, sort of, that's how I feel. I really do feel, you know, even though my physical form is a little different, my life doesn't have to be.
Hello. Hello. Oh, hi. Hi, Carol. How are you? Surprise! She's got a
We don't even have the birthday girl on camera here in this camera, as far as I know.
It's a lovely party, thank you.
Can you make a comment about the cake?
I think the cake speaks for itself. It's too appropriate. It's too appropriate.
No.
There once was a lady named Susan who insisted on keeping her shoes on. She was heard to repeat, "Oh, please, watch my feet. Be careful. Don't hurt them or bruise them."
There once lived a woman named Ambrecht who often was heard to reflect, "If you save all your bags and your string and your rags, your budget will never be wrecked."
You are our Susan, our only Susan. don't change. We like you this way. She sleeps on a bed made of metal, and she needs lots of pillows to settle. But she travels along, singing her song on her side. Oh, she don't know who's coming tomorrow. She may have to beg, steal, or borrow, but she travels her road, toting her load on her side. Through all kinds of hassles, whatever lands all die. Not just long as she's together, we really won't have to cry. Well, we've all had our seasons with Susan, but we